This is the brand new Aston Martin Vulcan, and this guy here is Darren Turner. He's Aston Martin's works racing driver, and the guy who's done the bulk of the development driving on this thing. You've done over 10,000 miles in this car.
I've done plenty of miles in the car with a couple of the other development drivers as well. A lot of the testing we had to do was try and make sure the reliability was okay before we handed it over to the customers. And it's a fun job.
Fun job, I think that might be the understatement of the year. I think you got the best job in the world. The way this thing looks is just insane. I mean, there are these incredible design details around here in the rear lights, but it's the aero that dominates this thing. This wing, I'm not sure I've seen anything quite as big as this on a production car. Just talk us through the aero, not only how it looks, but what it feels like to drive.
The car's got a complete flat floor, splitter at the front, big diffuser on the rear, and obviously the thing that you can see that's generating quite a bit of the downforce is the rear wing.
Yeah. And while we're talking about this, let's come around the front, because this is the thing that when you see it in the flesh, you won't believe this front splitter.
You've got to get the sort of the balance between front and rear absolutely spot on, because if you've got it all on the nose, it becomes a very nervous car to drive.
Yeah.
And if it's all on the rear, then it's just going to understeer and not be that enjoyable.
Let's talk about the engine. I mean, it's quite a lot of engine under this bonnet here. There's 7 litres, and it has several power settings, so you can start off slowly if you're a bit scared, and then wind it up once you've got your skills up to scratch. Is that the idea?
Yeah, so there's 3 settings. The idea is you can start off in map 1, which is about 550 horsepower, map 2, 675, and then the final map 3 is just over the 800 horsepower mark. So yeah, there's plenty of ponies under the bonnet there.
Did you have any moments when you were out there, 10,000 miles driving this thing to the limit? Come on, you're not superhuman.
No, there was a fair few sticky moments, and that's just because you're trying different things out.
Yeah.
Obviously having to try lots of different tyre specs until we found the actual one that we wanted to go with. Yeah, there was a few sticky moments, but thankfully we never put it in the wall, and actually didn't do any real. There was no body damage to the cars.
Are they going to let you out on track in this thing today?
It'd be nice if they would let me out on track, but I'm not sure. I've got all my gear, so I'm ready to go if they let me.
I'm quite up for a passenger lap, so should we go and?
I think just get geared up and see what happens.
They can't say no, can they?